It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. It's Dimitri Bivol. Here comes the man that beat down Canelo in Las Vegas, the fighter of the year in 2022. It's the light heavyweight champ. Watch out for that long, stiff jab.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And that's the opening bell, round 1. Nice punch. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is a high-octane battle. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
Walk in. You cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Counter shot lands. Do you believe this? Defense is not an option for these two. Perfect counter shot. Misses with the straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
All your work all the way through, camp. I need you.
You stay focused now. Don't let him back into the fight.
Here we go for round 2. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Do you believe what we are seeing? halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The jab doesn't quite connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Big deep breath.
Free it up. Great work. Don't be looking there for one.
See mine back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the...
He's not getting back up. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still letting your power shots. Good luck.
There's the bell for round three. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Thought there would be some more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. It's all offense all the time. And he scores with the counter. Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Don't worry about that round. Let's
The fight, kid. Great round. You're doing good.
fight, but we don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
The gaps will appear. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few...
Anything. Go back and win the rounds, right?
You stay focused now. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give...
The fight's not over yet. You gotta go out there and win this round. You
him up. But you'll take him out. He's too tired. He's not getting back.
Switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of that jab, and then just start gathering your pace.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Get back out there.
Right hand's beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Start sticking.
Get that jab back. Just boxing. Be smart. Get your shot.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. He misses with that straight left. One punch could change everything in this battle. Beautiful counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's start the 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they were out of steam.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. unlucky to miss with that jab. Right hook just missed. Catch and shoot. Perfect counter lands. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, what a shot! Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missing with the hook. Counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
around. Done all your work all the way through camp.
Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. They blocked that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They both want a knockout, you can tell. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. And that hook misses. Nice defense on that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? That counter punch caught him clean. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. How about that time counter shot? They exchanged punches. The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with the right hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.